Mayor.
I appreciate us getting to this point where we are requiring signage on the front door. I think it's important that we disclose these types of collections. Typically, I'm not opposed to someone coming to us and saying, hey, I just want to tax myself, but in this case, they're not taxing themselves. They're taxing the public, and I think that's what we have to be careful of. I can understand the arguments both ways. I was kind of leaning to putting a percentage on there, but again, if we have a website that spells out the percentage, I think that's important. And number two, I guess I would be a little bit concerned in how we would work through it if you put a percentage on a development over here in downtown that's only collecting 1%, and someone walks in and sees a CID tax collected 1% and just assume every CID tax is 1%. It'd be confusing when they go to the next one. And it may scare them off if they see one that's 2%. They'll never go to one that's maybe only 1%. So I think that provides additional concern for some confusion. So having something on the front door that says we are financing this with a CID tax where they're made well aware that it's collected there, I think to try and include a percentage might even add some confusion as we collect different CID taxes around the city. So at this point, I think I'm comfortable with that and can support it. I think it's critical, though, that we do put the percentage on the website of the amount of tax that is collected so that they can see the differences in those. I'm supportive of this at this point.
Councilwoman Williams.
Thank you, Mayor. I agree with the comments that have come forth today. I think that this is a start. I think it's a good start. I thank the staff and our fellows also for the work that they put in coming up with this solution and giving us more information of what's going around the country. In one of the meetings, I said if a retail is very unique, probably many women will say, I understand that this is a community district, but this is still a place that I want to shop. I think that our community will grow used to seeing the information on the door, and they will understand what the CID is. And especially if we have tourists or people that are coming in to visit, would more than likely be with someone that would be able to understand and explain what this is when they enter a CID establishment. So I also, from the very beginning, thought that there should be disclosure, that we should not try to slide something through. And with this, I can agree with this as well today.
Councilwoman Slack.
I think I'm forced into saying something here, so I will. As we look at the economy and what's going on and bringing businesses to Wichita, every tool we can have is necessary. And this is something the state has given to all the cities within the state to have an opportunity to have another tool to bring businesses here. And so this is very simple. If you vote to have the tool and then you vote to put something in it that makes the tool useless, there's not even any point in having the vote, in my opinion. Either we do it and we do it in a way that it's going to be useful and actually accomplish its purpose. And I think, and I understand totally the discussion of letting the public know. I think transparency is absolutely vital to everything that we do in government. So I think we're doing that very thing, and I think the compromise, I'm going to call it here, is really good because we need the tool, we need to be in the game, we need to play with all the cities in the state. We also need to be honest, and we are. We're putting the sign in the window, and anybody can get the information. The Vice Mayor says the 2% or the 1% will be on the website, so it's not that we're hiding the information. I think that's pretty good transparency. So I think when we have an opportunity that the state gives us, and we don't always get these opportunities, we have to do it in a way that's actually useful. So I am very supportive today of this.
Okay. And I think that Councilman Slapp is correct in what she's saying. I think all the council members are correct in what they're saying. And as we continue to grow and come up with various different ways to be able to grow our businesses in our community or to help our businesses, the state will be looking for other ways to be able to assist cities, be able to assist us, and we're going to have these challenges. And as the state provide us these various different tools to be able to help these businesses, we're going to stumble every once in a while, and we're going to implement them, and we're going to have good citizens like yourself coming to us and saying, I don't think that this is fair, or I think this is fair, or do we need to do these various different things? And I think that that's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I appreciate Mrs. Estes coming to us on numerous meetings to talk about the signs and the needs, and she spoke about the things that she didn't like, but she gave recommendations of things that she thought that were reasonable to be able to make this work, and I appreciate that. And I think that that type of dialogue is good for us to be able to help us to be able to make decisions in the best interest of our community. So I think today, we're making a recommendation. I'm not sure how this vote is getting ready to come out. I think it's going to be approved. But my guess is one, we need to continue to work on educating individuals about what the CID is so that everyone clearly understands what's going on, what's happening, but also finding another way, an additional way to be able to get the information and the message out that these particular areas are CID projects, and they're identified. And it's not uncommon. We go to other cities and other states, and you see them posted, up and down the streets, whether it be in New York or all these others, that this project is a special tax projects or different things like that. So I think that we need to continue to work on trying to figure out whatever process we have in place, how can we improve it? And I think that's one of the most important things that we do. But with that being said, everyone, you have an opportunity to cast your vote. Cast your vote, Madam Clerk. Display for the record. Motion passes 7-0.